Have you ever stopped to think about the fears holding you back? The ones you don't even notice but feel every time you're about to take a risk? Here's a startling statistic. Nearly 85% of the things we fear never actually happen. Yet these fears dominate our decisions, shape our actions, and ultimately determine how successful or unsuccessful we become. What if I told you there's a way to confront these fears head-on, using ancient Stoic wisdom as your guide? Today, we'll uncover the 7 deadly fears keeping you from success, and how mastering them can unlock the life you've always wanted. Imagine this. You're on the edge of a massive opportunity. Your heart races, your mind floods with what-ifs, and instead of leaping forward, you retreat. Sound familiar? These fears don't just hold us back. They keep us locked in mediocrity, clinging to a comfort zone that isn't even comfortable, just familiar. But here's the thing. Success demands that we break free from this invisible cage, and the Stoics left us the tools to do just that. Let's dive in. The first deadly fear is the fear of failure. This is perhaps the most common fear, and it's paralyzing. Think about the number of opportunities you've let slip because you worried about what might go wrong. The Stoics believed that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. Epictetus taught us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Failure, in essence, is just feedback. Every successful person you admire has faced failure, sometimes spectacularly. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't see these attempts as failures, but as steps toward success. Failure is the price of progress. The Stoics remind us that fear of failure isn't about the act itself, but the meaning we attach to it. If you strip away the ego, you'll see that failure is simply data, information that helps you grow. What risks would you take if you stopped fearing failure? That question alone can transform your life. Next, let's confront the fear of rejection. This fear stems from our deep need for connection and approval, but when we let it dominate, we become people pleasers, prioritizing others' opinions over our own values. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, had a simple reminder for this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Rejection is not the end, it's simply a redirection. Think about the times you didn't get what you wanted, a job, a relationship, or a specific opportunity. Often these setbacks lead to something better. The truth is, rejection isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of circumstances, timing, or other factors beyond your control. The next time rejection stings, remind yourself, it's not personal, it's part of your journey. Closely tied to rejection is the fear of what others think. Let's be honest, we all want to be liked, respected, and admired. But when this fear controls us, we live for others instead of ourselves. We avoid standing out, voicing our truth, or pursuing dreams that seem unconventional. The Stoics offer clarity here. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. So why let an imaginary judgment hold you back? Here's a reality check. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to think about yours for long. And even if they do, their opinions are fleeting. Picture yourself years from now, looking back. Would you regret the risks you didn't take because you were worried about what others might think? The choice is clear. Live authentically, unapologetically, and with courage. Then there's the fear of change. This one is sneaky because it disguises itself as comfort. You tell yourself you're staying in your current job, relationship, or routine because it's safe. But in reality, it's fear keeping you stagnant. Change is scary because it's uncertain, but the Stoics saw uncertainty as an opportunity. They practiced premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, to prepare for the unexpected. By imagining the worst-case scenario, they stripped it of its power. What if, instead of fearing change, you embraced it as the birthplace of growth? Think about nature, how rivers carve mountains over time, or how seasons bring renewal. Change is essential for progress. Start small. Take one step toward a change you've been avoiding. Even a minor shift can break the inertia and build momentum towards something greater. Let's pause for a moment. There's changes going on around us every day. I want you to reflect on your most recent struggle with the fear of change and share in the comments how you dealt with it. Your answer might just inspire someone else to take their first step toward overcoming it. Now let's talk about the fear of losing control. This is the fear that drives perfectionism and overthinking. We believe that if we can control every detail, we can avoid pain, failure, or embarrassment. But the Stoics understood that control is an illusion. Epictetus said, "Some things are in our control, and others are not. Focus only on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, your effort, and let go of the rest." This shift is liberating. It's like carrying a heavy backpack for years, only to realize you can set it down at any time. Consider this. What would happen if you stopped trying to control everything and instead trusted the process? The answer is freedom. Freedom to act, adapt, and grow without being weighed down by the impossible task of managing every variable. Another insidious fear is the fear of inadequacy. This is the voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough." It stops you from pursuing opportunities, sharing your ideas, or even dreaming big. But here's a secret. Everyone feels this at some point. Even the most confident people have moments of doubt. The Stoics remind us to focus on the process, not the outcome. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Focus on doing your best in the moment, and let go of the need for perfection. Excellence, not perfection, is what drives progress. If you've ever hesitated to act because of self-doubt, take this advice to heart. You are enough. Start where you are, with what you have, and trust that growth will follow. Finally, the most destructive fear of all, the fear of death. It's the ultimate unknown, and it can cast a shadow over everything we do. But the Stoics didn't shy away from this fear. They faced it head-on. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." When you accept that life is finite, it sharpens your focus. You stop wasting time on trivialities and start living with purpose. Amor Fati, the love of fate, teaches us to embrace life in its entirety, including its end. Every moment you spend worrying about death is a moment you lose living fully. What legacy will you leave behind? What impact will you make? Death is not the end. It's a reminder to live courageously, with meaning and intention. So, what's the takeaway? These 7 fears, failure, rejection, judgment, change, loss of control, inadequacy, and death, are universal. They're part of the human experience, but they don't have to control you. By applying Stoic principles like negative visualization, Amor Fati, and focusing on the present moment, you can confront these fears and come out stronger. Imagine a life where fear no longer holds you back. What could you achieve? What risks would you take? What dreams would you chase? The answers lie within you, waiting for you to take that first step. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and consider subscribing to my channel for more. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.